Alright guys, so as you know, it's been a while since my last video post. And I'll make something else, dive into the specifics of that later. Right now, I'm super excited. I've just spent like the last 20 minutes or so, mostly trying to calm myself down, but also like trying to get the snake room a little bit more presentable because I wasn't planning on filming anything today. But no, so every Tuesday night, we have the Brian Cusco, we do a Zoom call, with all the Patreon members, and like we usually have a special guest anyways. Tonight we were talking about, Trick came up in the conversation, and you guys know I've got that lease in line Trick girl that, I've bred to my Mojave Ultra male. And, so I went to grab her out just to kind of show her on camera, because while we were talking about just the differences in the genes, and sure enough, she's on eggs. I guess I must have missed her pre-lay shed because I've been super stressed. Like, she hasn't been eating. She went totally off food. She didn't really look like she was like, gaining any weight or really losing any weight necessarily either. So I was just like, man, I guess she's just maybe just not going to go. But anyways, so without just continue to kind of talk you guys' head off, let's get into actually like collecting this, my first ever clutch. I literally just got the incubator set up yesterday. Thankfully the temps and everything were spot on, just right out of the box. So I got lucky on that. But yeah, let's take a look. Let's dive in. You're okay, Mama. Alright guys, so it looks like our first ever clutch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 perfectly good eggs. No slugs, no anything. They look a little bit dimpled in, I think maybe, so I'm not sure how long these guys have actually been since they've been laid, but they're nice and warm. Thankfully she was taking really good care of them for me. So yeah, let's get these set up in this box. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm tempted to just leave them and not pull them apart because honestly they're sitting pretty okay, and I don't necessarily want to start trying to peel these things apart, not knowing what I'm doing. If I change my mind, I'll kind of cut back to this and show you guys. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna be good. So I was pretty quickly reminded how hard it is to do a lot of these things, one-handed and trying to film with this with this Canon M50 with the tripod and the whole thing in my hands. But hopefully I got the angles, that I was hoping to see and that you guys were hoping to see, and you guys were actually able to, kind of make out what was going on. But I'm gonna get this girl all cleaned up. She's looking super skinny. I'll kind of show you guys. You can see just how thin she is, and literally, like leading up to her laying, I mean, she was always my best eater. So again, just kind of funny thing about her, I was super worried that like something was wrong, or that like she just wasn't going to go because she had gone off of food and then she hadn't shed and done anything. And I actually even tried to pair her again with the male, which again, just to remind you guys, it was a visual Mojave Ultra male, proven male that I got from Justin Kabilka. Yeah, so I was like all worried, you know, thinking that maybe I'd done something wrong or I missed something and she just wasn't going to go. And so tonight, you know, to have found it, like, just, you know, while I was in the middle of a live stream, kind of at random like that, but not just that, like, to have been able to share that moment with everybody that was on that live stream, like, you know, lately, you know, the Cusco, like the weekly Patreon Zoom calls, a lot of times that's like my only interaction with people throughout the week, because unfortunately I'm still not able to work. You know, here in North Carolina, I work for, you know, what's considered a private club. So anyways, I'm not going to get into all that. It's a whole nother rabbit hole we'll fall down. But just super excited that I was able to share that moment, like surrounded by a bunch of people, like Brian Cusco, like one of the people that inspired me to even want to be on YouTube and, like, you know, breed these animals and things. And this is like, you know, 3 years worth of work kind of come to fruition. But not just that, it's like 3 years of just life, you know, like all the stuff that I've been through, and I've you know, been able to take these snakes and keep them with me the whole way. And you know, I never gave up on being able to do this one day. And now that it's here, it's like, it's just super surreal that I have, you know, eggs in an incubator, and I'm hoping I've got a couple other clutches on the way from a couple other females. So we'll see. I think I just had a pre-lay shed from Pastel Leopard Head Ultra Male that you guys have seen me pair up on the channel. So I'm excited, you know, I'm super excited. Like, first eggs ever from, you know, from any snakes that I've raised. You know, I've raised these guys, or, you know, these guys for at least 2 years. Obviously they weren't born with me, but, you know, I've raised them for over 2 years, and, you know, to see them produce, it's very validating. And I'm also excited for just the longevity of, I guess, this video. You know, this is something that I've been passionate about for a long time, and I'm really excited about pursuing. And that was the whole reason I started this channel, was so I could share moments like this, you know, with you guys. And, you know, maybe one day we'll look back on this and just kind of laugh at, like, you know, where I started, hopefully, and hopefully where I'm at that time. So anyways, here's the future of Nava Reptiles, and I'll keep you guys posted on this clutch as it incubates, and you know, obviously share the rest of you guys. So again, thanks for your time. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys as always, and I'll talk to you soon.